Hey, what's up, guys? It's the 745ers. Welcome back to another episode.
Does it sound different? Guess who got mics?
Guess who got mics, yo? Hey, what's up, 745ers? Sky in the ceiling. How you feeling, Katie?
I'm feeling beyond fire.
Beyond fire. I like it.
Yeah.
Welcome back, everybody, to the 745 Teen Mental Health Podcast.
Yes.
Represent. Today's topic, we are doing...
We listen and we don't judge. We know that this was a TikTok trend a while back, but we're gonna hit it now because I feel like we haven't had a sunglass pod in a hot second.
Yes.
Also, guess who got mics?
These guys did.
We got mics. We've upped level. Shout out Zach.
We also realized that, like, we've kind of had, like, a overlapping theme with, like, fulfillment, typically, like, being, like, worried about being judged can sometimes interfere with, like, fulfilling your goals and, like, what you want to do. So we're trying to emphasize, like,
It's okay.
we're not, like, don't judge someone else for trying to reach their own personal journey, and two, don't worry about the hate, or I guess the judgment.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not even hate. Sometimes it's even support.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You wanna go ahead and you want me to start? Or I can start.
I have one right now if you want to start.
Yeah, you can go.
Unless are we hitting like a highs, lows, rosebud
Well,
thorn?
it's a chill pod.
It's a chiller. All right.
Okay, you
Let's
go
just
first.
get straight into it. Okay, mine is. Oh my god. Okay, now that I'm saying it out loud, I know I'm gonna get clowned, but
no judging. No judging.
Is food combinations.
I'm not judging that at all.
Okay. Sometimes I feel like I'll think of such a good food combination, or like, I'll like mix my food on my plate, and I'll just get side eyes, and I'll get dirty looks.
Oh, do you mean like not like food combos like pregnancy cravings? You're talking about like when you get like
just like in general.
Like when we just got lunch, you would just would you put all of what I just got into a bowl and just mix it?
Yeah, I like to mix stuff. I'm a mixer kind of guy.
Okay.
Yeah, and just like other stuff too. And also, I guess in general, just with like, food stuff, just like, sometimes like you'll be like eating something, it'll be tasting good, and someone will be like, ew, like why would you eat that? And then you're like,
I don't think it's okay to shame the food thing.
Yeah, no.
Don't yuck my yum.
Don't yuck. I had that written on my whiteboard for a little bit, actually.
Yeah.
Don't yuck my yum.
I don't think that, okay, here's my thing then. I don't think the don't yuck my yum thing works for every single situation that's not just food.
Yeah.
I don't.
It doesn't or does?
It doesn't.
Oh, okay. Let's hear it.
Okay, I can't really think of like an example right now, but I just know that like yuck my yum sometimes like I can just not like it. And I don't think you should like it either.
Well, actually, I guess like
do you think it works for everything?
I mean, well, like I agree with what you're saying actually, because like it's totally respectable to have an opinion, especially about someone else. But I think the whole part about don't yuck my yum is literally saying your opinion to them and like literally
shaming them for liking it.
Exactly.
Okay.
Like you could say like oh yeah, me personally, I don't really like to mix it, but like I understand, you know. Or
we're matching today.
Oh yeah, we kind of are. That's pretty funny. So there's that. There's a difference between like me personally, I don't really like doing that. Like you if you want to share it, you probably would have to say it like that, or you don't even have to share at all and just like be like, that's them and I don't like that. But like I think the part where the judgment and then like the guilt and the shame comes in is when you're like, ew,
yeah,
why would you do that? Gross. Ew.
Agreed.
Like whenever Katie farts, I go, ew, gross.
Okay.
Why would you ever say that? Ew.
Okay. Yeah.
Anyways.
Agreed.
Yes.
Okay, my next one. There's two, and I can't even tell if these are like disagreeable, but you let me know.
All right.
Okay. Being nice isn't a personality trait; it's the bare minimum.
Being nice.
Like we're like, oh my god, she's so nice. Like they're really. That's not a personality trait. I don't think nice. Like I can see kind, but she's so like friendly and nice. Like I don't know. I don't think that's a personality trait.
I think
Everyone should be nice. Like being nice.
No, I don't think I think the whole point about being nice is that you don't have to and that you're doing it anyways.
That's kind.
No, but also just being polite and nice. Like on the street, like
I know that's a bare minimum. That doesn't count as one of the things you can like say that you are. Everyone should be polite and nice. Like that's like a universal for like a stranger. You should just be polite and nice. You should have no like animosity right off the bat if you've never.
Well,
met
I mean,
somebody.
also that's the thing is like some people do just right off the bat have animosity.
That's not good.
It's definitely not good, but it's like no one's forcing you to. It's not like a legal
Wait, let me
is the
rephrase.
thing.
Let me
rephrase
rephrase.
because also like kind and nice are very similar, and even I got confused.
Okay,
so.
well, let me rephrase. You shouldn't get extra points for being nice. That's just normal, but you should lose points for being mean. Like I don't think you should get like everyone should start off neutral, but you should be like the standard you should be held at is niceness, and you don't get points for being nice. That's like bare minimum. That's your neutral. It's when you're mean that you lose points.
Okay, we're listening, and we're not gonna judge.
That's what I just think. Like I just don't like.
I think generally you're the type of person who tries to be like super nice right off the bat. So I understand.
You're not?
Well, I am too. I totally get it. But like the thing is like I'm thinking about like the whole like general picture, and like most people are not nice to each other.
And I'm saying you should be.
I know that's good. But the thing is like forcing someone to be nice to each other, I feel like kind of like it's not like the sincerity is not there anymore, and it ruins like the niceness. In my opinion.
Okay, no judging.
Let guys in the comments let us know what you
let us
think.
know. I think
because
so.
like I think like the whole point of being nice is that like you're trying to do
that
it,
it's
like
extra
you
work?
want to do it. Yeah. Not even if it's extra work. You're just choosing to be nice when you could definitely be mean. It's probably
okay.
easy.
You would agree with the statement? It's free to be nice, but it's also free to be mean. Are you one of those supporters?
I guess.
Because you know people.
Like kindness is free or whatever.
and being rude is free too.
I guess.
So it means extra that you're being kind and not. Yeah. Okay, you think that? Okay, that's fine.
Sure, that
I
makes
don't
sense.
agree, but whatever. Okay, my next one. There's no such thing as being fashionably late. That's like an excuse for late people. I don't agree. You're not fashionable when you're late. I don't agree with the fashionable. Well, you're always fashionably late. So I would get if you just. I just don't think it's right to be late. Because okay, for example, people are like, oh no, like going late to a party, like, no. Because then if everyone was there at the right time, there would be no like awkward beginning. Type B. I'm sensing judgment.
I don't know. It's just like I feel like being there on time.
You don't have to be there early, just on time.
I know, but like, and like, okay, yeah, I am victim to this fashionably late business, but I think there's just like fashionably late in my mind, like, it also just kind of like I think about it like, oh, like you show up, everyone's already there, and then the whole party starts going, right? That's
you
like
think you're the life of the party.
That's fashionably late.
Because you think you're the life of the party.
No, not me personally. I'm just saying generally, right? Okay. But what was I? Yeah, but okay, being late. I think it's just like, I don't know. As time passes by, you know, like the night goes on later. It's just kind of like you get like looser, you know. And just like I feel like if you get there later, you know you have less time, so you're really gonna like make it happen.
Lame
and
excuses. Lame excuse. This is not. So this is what I'm saying. But I just don't think it's cool to be like people are like, no, let's be fashionably late. Don't even add. My thing is, don't add the fashion. But just say be late. Don't try to make it a positive thing. You're not doing.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah,
you're just late. You just want to be late. But it's okay, because late is already like connotates towards a negative thing, and own up to being a negative thing because you shouldn't be late.
Okay.
Wait, but this next one I wrote was so good. At restaurants, you know, like if you go to like Benny Hanna, they'll like sing for you.
When it's your birthday?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Adults shouldn't get that.
Adults shouldn't get that.
You can't do
Why
that.
not?
No, I think only like older, grander people and younger people can get that. I think a middle-aged 40s, you can't get that. I don't think you should get that.
I'm definitely listening right now.
What? Like, I think like once you're like 70, they better sing for you. 60s even, you gotta start singing. And then up to like I think it's a little bit interesting when you're 26 years old and you're getting sung to yourself. That's like really interesting. I don't think that should be happening.
I think there's something in your matcha.
Wait, no judgment.
No judgment. No judgment.
Hey.
Sorry. That was my bad, guys.
No judgment.
Okay. Anyways, I have one. Mine.
Wait, you said you disagree? Is that what you're saying?
I have a new take.
Oh, okay.
I knew we listen and we don't judge.
Oh, but what was your take on mine? Wrong?
What? Why strip them of their fun?
It's just like interesting. Like you are too old for that.
They're getting paid to sing. Doesn't matter. And it's like why not like feel like a little kid again?
Okay, fine. It's
Yeah.
creepy.
What if they sang just for adults, but you had to like
It's even weirder. That's just
yeah,
weird.
I know. Okay, so my we listen we don't judge is we shouldn't shame people for like trying to listen in class or like
Oh, that's good.
or like participate or like really get into it because recently and like
Are you talking about math class?
I'm talking about math class, I'm talking about history, I'm talking about bio, I'm talking about
Oh, you listen to your bios like that?
or I'm trying to be like that more, I guess, because guys, high key, I learned by participating. And I feel like a lot of people do
Yeah.
too. And because like if you're asking the questions, that means you're like really paying attention and you're trying to learn more, you know. But like when I like am trying to participate or ask a question, and like other people are just like goofing off or like clowning on me for asking a question, like I think that's just straight up corny.
Yeah,
Like,
I think
that
you're
is so
dumb.
corny, dude. I'm trying to become an intellectual and like really like be prosperous, and like I'm not gonna say you're preying on my downfall, but like
You're
you're
preying
not
on-
helping
yeah,
me.
yeah, yeah.
You're not helping me. So that's my take. I think like don't try and clown on someone if they're trying to participate in and whatever. Like and okay, listen, like don't clown on them either if they're like, well, actually, the square root of 30 million is similar. Like you don't have to clown on them either. But I mean, you also don't have to be doing
Nothing.
like all that. You know, like you don't have to be showing out.
Yeah, but like
But
you
at the
should
same
be able to
time,
pay attention without
yeah,
getting
pay
hate.
attention. Throw in
Yeah.
an intellectual question every now and
Yeah,
then.
I'm listening and I'm agreeing.
And like your teacher will definitely appreciate it too,
Yeah.
and probably your classmates too, because
They have similar questions.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, my next one. Ready? This kind of goes back to my say you happy birthday one.
Oh no.
If you're an adult without a child, you should not be at Disneyland. You
Okay,
can't-
this
no,
one
you
this
can't
one's
be.
a little bit
more obvious.
better.
Okay.
But
No, I think if you're like a mid-age, if you're like a group of 36-year-olds, Disneyland, go to Universal. No, don't even go to Universal. Go to Six Flags. Don't go to Disneyland. That's
Well-
not. I don't feel like you should be there. I'm not trying to hate, but like when I was at Disneyland and I saw like a group of like 27-year-olds, and I was like, why? What
well,
are
I mean,
you
also,
doing?
okay, well, part of Disney is Marvel now, or part of Marvel. Yeah, part of
Okay,
Disney.
I just shouldn't see you at the teacup area or the princess area. Why are you there?
What if I want to be a princess, Katie?
Be a princess at your house. Don't be a princess.
Be a princess at your house?
This is not
Or
like.
like Disneyland is
Can
the
you
place to
imagine?
princess
You
out.
know like the Billy Bobbidi Boutique?
Yes, I think I know what you're talking. It's been a minute since I've been to Disneyland.
No, it's like when they like I want to do it. It's like $800 to go get like your hair done. You get like a spa treatment, and you get to pick out a dress and a wand, and they like put glitter over your hair, and they give you like a nice princess bun, and it's like for 6-year-olds.
Okay.
If I
Well-
see a 27-year-old in that line, I'm gonna throw a tantrum.
What if they never got to do it as a 6-year-old, but they really wanted to, but they can do it when they're 27?
No, grow up. Go to the salon yourself. A grown-up salon.
Grow up?
Go to a grown-up salon. Do your order that dress yourself, and you can live that life. But like a 7-year-old and a 27-year-old should not be in the same line for that. No.
Okay, the same line thing kind of throws me off, but I do think that because I'm sure there are definitely things that I've wanted to do, like snowboarding, for example. Like snowboarding, I've always wanted to go snowboarding, but
No, that's not the same. We're not talking about the same thing.
no,
Disneyland
okay,
and snowboarding
I know
are
it's not the same thing, but like just as like a general example. Like there's things I wanted to do since I was like very young and little, but I've yet to do it, and likelihood is I'll only get to do it when I am an adult. And so like even though I may not be a kid anymore, like chances are.
Okay, well, let me hit you with something. I've always wanted to go to the Billy Bobbidi Boutique, and I've never gone to go, but I know my place, and it's not all about, and I understand that it's not all about me sometimes, and so when I'm 27 and I have the money for, like, I'm not going. Even if I want to do it so bad, I beg my mom for it, like, every single day, and I never got to go. I'm not gonna do that. Because I see a 7-year-old, I'm like, that's your space. You got that. I'm a grown-up, I'm mature, I can take my loss and move on. You don't need it. If you need it, I think there's an issue there, too.
It's kind of worth it. It's pretty fun.
Well, I know you got to do it.
Yeah,
But
no.
you're just back and, I mean, that's just a good thought.
All right, you know what? It's valid. All this is valid.
Oh, wow, there's so many good ones.
Uh-oh.
Okay, wait. I know you agree with me on this.
Okay.
I think that you should get social media later in life, not because of your reasons, or not even get social media. You should not be posting on social media till you're a little later in your life, like 17, 16, 15 years old.
I even think that's like a little youngish. Like 15, 16 seems a little young even for me. Like
So if we're posting on social media currently.
I know.
What can I say
Well,
about
okay.
why though?
Well, All right, yeah.
Okay,
First you go, and then I
okay,
say too.
when I was in 6th grade and I posted on TikTok, I look back on those TikToks now and I think, holy goodness, there was no like self-consciousness and like need for perfection and like level like of shame and embarrassment yet. Like, no, that's a good thing. That like seeped within me. So I posted whatever I wanted, any random thought, like any random thought, any random dance, any random anything. The first thing that came to my mind, if I wanted to do it, there's no shame. I just did it. And I look back now and I think, oh my gosh, what is that? And I think as you get older, your like need for perfection, your self-consciousness increases. Not saying that's a good thing, but just like saying. And so what you post about, what you are willing to put your name on, gets a little bit, you get pickier with it, and there's better quality things coming out of that. And so I think wait till 16, 17, 15.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I think the largest issue with social media posting, at least that like from what I've like seen, which is like not, I guess like teenagers. Yeah, I've seen a good amount of teenagers post. I guess it's just like I feel like they're just trying to like act all like grown up and mature, sorta, and like just gonna like kind of like leave it like that, and then, but the thing is that they're not, and so I just feel like it's kind of weird that like sometimes these people are like just like doing this.
I'm so glad you said that, Zach.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about people going to Disneyland.
No, but that's
you're
a different.
Like a kid, and you're not a kid anymore. You're not a kid anymore.
No, but the thing is, like, Disneyland is like, because like even adults can watch Disney movies. Like, it's not just for kids, is the thing.
But neither is singing to a TikTok song.
Singing to a TikTok song, I feel like yeah, that's also the thing. Is like, yeah, this is a weird, tough topic because like if you're like 37,
I can't be at Disneyland without a kid. I'm
and
sorry.
you're posting TikTok thirst traps.
That's interesting, right?
That's kind of gross,
that's
right?
Weird. I know
that's,
it's weird.
Well, it's, yeah, it's kind of gross because, yeah, there's just other kids around. But like, I think the thing is also though, like, social media is forever. Like, online is forever.
Okay, fine.
And so, like, it's a little bit more serious. But like, I don't think Disney is just like a whole. It's like just for kids. I think like, I think because people can still enjoy, like, not. It's like some people can still like enjoy cartoons. Like some adults like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Why can't you go to Universal?
What if it's just more convenient or like cheaper or?
It's never gonna be cheaper.
Well, like Universal.
Also, go with a teenager. I think that's more agreeable. For two teenagers to go alone, for a parent and teenager, that's fine to me. But you can't be in a group of 27-year-olds going without a child. That's so weird.
But like, what if it's like, okay, you just won tickets to Disneyland?
That's different if it's free. It's different if it's free. If you got gifted free tickets, how could you not use that?
What if your friend is like, yo, I just bought 2 tickets, you want to come with?
That's different. Because
And
you
it's
didn't spend the money.
27-year-olds.
But you didn't spend the money.
It's
It's different if you were going to seek out to spend $500.
A ticket to Disneyland is not $500.
Or whatever it is. It's like expensive now. Whatever it is. If you're seeking it out and you that's your money, that's just, it's something else to me. I can't get behind that. I'm sorry. Okay. Whatever,
Yeah,
whatever. Wait.
Okay, on to the next.
Whatever. Okay, I have one last one and you can give your last one.
Okay.
But I think this one you'll finally agree with me.
Okay.
You know Loco Volterra?
Lacta Volterra. That sounds. Yes, I do.
Okay, so I'll explain it to you guys. In biology, there's basically this thing. So like for example, if we have a lot of deer grazing the grass, eventually there's going to be no grass, and so then the deer die, and then so then the amount of deer falls down. But then because there's no deer, the grass comes up again, and then there's more deer now, but then the grass dies. So
Wait,
it's
are you
like
talking about with or without the apex predator?
I don't remember. I just know that it's just like
Okay, so-
without they fucking
Yeah,
they're allowed to
no,
graze.
so without what happens is it was like that was like pretty close, pretty good. So like you start off with like a little bit of deer and a lot of grass, right? And so the little bit of deer, since they have unlimited grass, pretty much they eat a lot of it, right? And their population multiplies a lot. So now you have overpopulated deer and underpopulated grass, and so then the grass goes gone because the deer need to eat, and then the deer are gone because they starve.
Yeah.
And then you're pretty much
And then the
done
grass
with-
comes back because there's no deer, and then the deer
Yeah.
come back. It's like what's it called, the bounce? Wait, can you like extend my graph? It's like that, but there's another one that's going that way. Do you see? It's like up and down. I'll put a picture up. I'll put a picture
like
up.
this.
Yes, like that. And why I say this is because I think everything in our world, not just in bio, is Loco Volterra. For example, climate. Though this is kind of biology, is Loco Volterra in the sense that we go through phases. But more importantly, I was listening to a podcast about movies and like the film world and whatever. We go through phases of indie movies and big budget movies, indie movies and big budget movies because we get so sick of the other one that we have to be extremists. And humanity has an issue with being in the middle. We like. For example, look at drugs. We like at the highest highs. Okay? And same thing, we just like being the most extreme one as possible. We have more extremist Republicans and extremist Democrats than we do middle people. Okay? So I'm saying everything is super extremist, and that's why our society goes through huge different like wave changes. For example, we had a super red country for a long time. We had Ronald Reagan back to back, just like red. And then all of a sudden, because it was so red, people were like, okay, this is too red, so we had to go through the other extreme, and we got Barack Obama. And then people were like, Bill Clinton. And then Barack Obama was here for 8 years, and Bill Clinton was here for a long time too. Then people were like, oh, this is too blue, gotta go back up. And then we got Donald Trump. And then we go, Biden, too much blue, guys. Then we got Trump again. So I'm just saying our whole world is a Loco Volterra simulation situation where no one has like the ability to not be extreme. Thoughts?
Yes, yeah. I actually somewhat agree with that.
Yes! Oh my god, yes.
I agree with more in the sense that like I feel like life does feel like this a lot.
I'm just happy I got one that you agree with.
But I feel like there's within these there are like little like these as well.
Of course,
right?
Just little
and like those,
lines.
yeah, and those could be a little not as like tapped in with this.
Yeah, well, I'm saying as a society, like a big general sense, we're very.
I I think so. Yeah, I mean, I guess you could say.
And people get bored, and that's why we move on and change things up.
It definitely could be that. Also, like, yeah, polarization. Well, like, okay, also with politicians, like, if you're not super passionate and set on what you're doing.
I know. Well, oh,
but, like, I do agree
wait,
with
let me
your
give you another one. We had so many years of war that now we have the era of peace, and now people are getting sick of the era of peace, so we're changing up again.
I don't know
you see
if
how
they're
we're
getting,
doing the up and down?
Exactly.
It's up and down for me.
There's like this, there's this kind of, it's not like corny or anything, but like, it's kind of like on like Sigma Core TikTok or whatever. Not that I'm on there, but I've just heard it before,
Right.
you know. And it's like, hard times make strong men, right? Hard times make strong men, and then strong men make good times, right? Maybe the peace.
Yeah.
And then, good times makes weak men create hard times.
So you could also seem to say that this local material is also a positive feedback loop.
Yes, maybe a positive feedback loop. But then that just begs the question, like,
Is bio life?
well, yes, it is. That's kind of the definition. It begs the question, what's it all for if it's just a big cycle, right?
Yes.
But I beg to differ that, like, just like a wave, you know, the wave goes up and down, right? When you're, like, in the barrel of this massive wave, you're not thinking, oh, dang it, this wave is going to be over in 30 seconds. You're thinking, oh my God, I'm in a barrel, I'm never going to forget this, right? And so even when the wave is gone, you still have that memory and that experience and the feeling of being in that barrel.
Yes. And that for you is a sunglass pod.
That is a sunglass pod if I've ever seen one.
Yes. Keep on keeping on, guys.